of a 470 kilometer journey at a certain speed, and the remaining distance at a speed that is 15 kilometer less. Okay, so if the time taken for her to travel each part of the journey, meaning you can see that here the total is 470 kilometers, right? The first 350, the time I take, and the last 120, the time I take. Basically the two timings are the same. Alright, so how do I find the average speed for the second part of the journey? So here, right, the question is to find the speed. Okay, so again, this is a linear equation and algebra problem, and what we want to do is to let the things that we are finding be labeled by the variables, okay, so that we can help us to solve the question. So once we can label the unknown as variables, you can basically label everything in terms of the variables, and that will help you to solve the question. So I'm just going to let the speed for the first part of the journey be x. With that, the remaining distance at the speed that is 15 kilometer lesser will be x minus 15. Okay, so after that, so the time taken for her to travel each part of the journey is the same. So here, right, you can see for the first part, the distance is 350, the speed is x. The time taken, right, will be 350 divided by x. Here, the distance is 120, the speed is x minus 15. The timing taken is basically, you know that if you form the triangle, distance, the time is distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed. Okay, and the timing for these two, they are equal because they say that the time is the same. So what we can do next is straight away, right, it allows us to form an equation that 350 over x is equals to 120 over x minus 15. Okay, and there you go, you have an equation. So from there you cross multiply. So once you cross multiply, we have 350 multiplied by x minus 15. This is equals to 120 multiplied by x. Okay, so after that, just simplify and solve the equation on both sides. 350x, 350 minus 15, this gives you 5250. On the right hand side is 120x. Now your job now is to solve for x, so you again balance the equation on both sides. Next thing what I do is I minus 120x on the left. On the right, I have my 0 here, and here I have a 230x minus 5250. Now I make 230x the subject, divide by 230 on both sides, and you can see that that's my answer, which is equals to 22 and 19 over 25. Okay, so this is x, and x represents the speed for the first part of the journey, remember? Okay, so once you find for x, you do not stop there. Some people may solve for x and then after they stop there and they think that that's the answer already. So remember that when you solve a contextual equation, when you solve for x, it does not mean that your x is the answer to the question. So remember that what we are actually finding is x minus 15, because x minus 15, this is the speed that represents the second, for the speed, the average speed that represents the second half of the journey. So if you take x minus 15, it means that you take 22, 19 over 25 minus 15. The answer that you get is 7 through 36 feet is 7.3 kilometer per hour to 3SF. Okay.